welcome to a brand new edition of Sim Airport. This will be my third series that I'm doing, and I went ahead and started this new series now because the major update that I've been waiting for has happened. We now have multiple floors. So I'm going to read through a little bit on the new stuff that has come out, and then we're just going to go ahead and dive right on in. So on February 2nd, a major update came out to Sim Airport, and this is going to really change the game on what we're doing and how we're going to do things. So multiple floors have been added. They have gone in and added, different floor levels. We've got escalators that are now in here. Small aircraft gates are required to be on the ground floor, which is fine. But the large and extra large gates are going to be required to be on the second floor for the jet bridge due to, how big those are and everything, right? So that'll be an interesting challenge that we have to do. Baggage carousels now require a connection from below, or the same level and above varieties are to come soon. Preliminary luggage movement visuals have been re-added. So this is something that was originally in the game, and then they took it out just because they were having a lot of issues with it, but it looks like they've added it back in, so that'll be really neat to see. Gates on existing saves will still be there, but we're going to be starting a brand new game, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. All right, there have been some updates to the utility network or to the baggage network. Conveyors and all baggage objects except baggage depot are now required to be in an indoor area, so that'll make things a little different, a little challenging on how to do that, and we'll figure that out as we go along. Let's see. Draw validations reduced for conveyors. Three-way intersections are allowed, so that'll be really good. Conveyor segments limited to one consumer port per segment. Connections must still pass through a hub. Okay, well that's pretty simple. Let's see. We are adding, conveyor transition objects allows conveyors to move between floors, which is good, okay. And then fuel pipes now require an outdoor area. Fuel pipes are also limited to being on the first floor only. Okay, not bad. So we definitely have a lot of different logistics that we're going to have to work out here with this new series when it comes to baggage and gates and everything else. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be really interesting to see what we can do with this. So I think instead of me just talking some more, I think we can go ahead and get into this, shall we? All right. I do want to say, if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and do so. This is going to be a really fun and interesting series, and we're definitely all going to learn along the way. I know that this is my first time going in here and playing when it comes to multi-floors, so yeah, we'll see how that goes along. So right now, currently, I've got the game paused. I went ahead and I did start a new game already, and I kept it on career mode this time, and we're just going to leave all the defaults just like this. I've opted to go ahead and do the beginning area already, just because I want to go ahead and just get this going right off the bat. And I want to get, some flights in here right away, just because I want to start making some money. So this little area that we have will help with what we need for now. There's going to be a little bit of a building addition that we're going to have to do back here for security and stuff like that. But for right now, for this first gate, I think we should be okay. And before we start anything, I do want to go ahead and get some flights in here. Like I said, just so we can go ahead and start making some money. So we'll go ahead and just accept these couple morning flights and couple afternoon flights right there. And then go ahead and get these scheduled. So we'll get that one at 6 a.m., that one there, this one here, and then this one down here. Now, the other thing... if you've been watching this series, since I started it back in June of 2017, this whole interface is completely different too, as compared to what it was before, which, it's actually really, really nice. All right, so I've got those flights scheduled. I can't do any night flights yet because I'm not going to upgrade this Because I could, if I wanted to, I could upgrade to have runway lights, and that would allow me to have night flights. Not really entirely sure that I want to do that right now. Let me see. Do I have the ability to? No. I hesitate on like this. I'm not going to make any smaller when it comes to time because that's 90 passenger maximum, 140 maximum. Definitely want to keep it at the 2-hour mark. Pardon me. Now the 75 passenger maximum though, I can go ahead and take that down a half an hour. I can definitely take that down a half an hour. I'm wondering if I could probably get an A320. I can go ahead and accept one more flight and then stick this one in like right there. And that'll give me 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll give me 5 flights. Okay. So that'll be fine. And by getting those flights, it went ahead and gave me, you know, a little extra money, you know, so $262,000. That's good. So it gave me an extra $12,000. If we start the day off here, now these flights won't even actually start until tomorrow, so that'll give us a little bit of time to take this money that we've made and kind of sprucing up this airport just a little bit. So we have our staff coming in now. And then what we need to make sure that we have is some, let's start here at the beginning. Let's go with ticketing. Pardon me. All right. Now with ticketing, we need to make sure that we have our queue lines set up. And the reason why I say that is because, oh, now this is new. So the queue lines are definitely going to help with managing, you know, the people and everything so that they're not going up and they're not getting all crowded in there. This is completely new. These little dots that are in here, that's different. Let's see, so let's go ahead and assign this one to there, and then we can assign that one to there. Now, if we wanted to, we could do coach, first class, flight crew, you know, we could do that. Right now, I don't think we need to. Pardon me. You know, we don't need to segregate all of that. I don't understand why this is not giving me flight crew. Interesting. But anyway. All right. So we have that there. I'm going to go ahead and speed the game up some. That way we're not waiting around forever for our first flight to come in. And then we'll go ahead and get our queue line assigned up here. I don't know the direction that I really want this to go. Actually, I think, what if I just go... Let's go this way. Okay, so we'll do that for now. And then for the passengers that are coming in, we want to make sure that they have an area to sit down and rest, right? Because we're all about the passenger satisfaction as well. We want to make sure that our passengers are happy. The happier our passengers are, the higher the airline interest will go. If they're not happy, the airline isn't going to be interested in giving us flights. And if we don't have flights, then we're not going to make any money, right? Okay. See, construction. Nope, I want objects, and then I want benches. And this is going to be really interesting for me to do too, because with this series and all of these new floors, it's going to be a nice little challenge, I think. And speaking of, so while we're waiting for that to go ahead and build up, I want to take a look at these different floors. So we have this new thing over here, right? So we have this, and this will allow us to toggle in between our different floors. Now, I was thinking maybe we were just going to have like one floor up and one floor down. No, we actually have a floor down here, and then we have another subfloor. So we have 2 subfloors, and then we actually have 2 floors above. So we have 3 floors total. Pardon me. Oh my god. So sorry. You're gonna have to forgive me. I'm recording this very early in the morning. Apparently my coffee has not decided to kick in yet. But anyway, so we have a total of 5 floors now. So you've got 2 below, ground floor, and then 2 above. Oh, that's a lot of floors. That's definitely a lot of floors. It's going to be interesting to see how this works out and what we're going to do with this. I have a feeling that maybe there's going to be some tunnels. There's going to be... I don't know. The possibilities are just friggin' endless. But I definitely think that doing tunnels and having that go into like a whole different area would be pretty interesting to do. I don't know. I don't know. There's, I'm sitting here trying to think, and I'm like, huh, what can I do with this now? What can I do with that? It'll be really interesting to see how that all works out. Now, what I do want to do is this little security area is not going to be enough to deal with what we've got coming in here. So I want to get the security area built up a little. So I want to get my foundation. Actually, first, let's plan this out. Where's my planning button? All right, so I want... Basically what I want is I need to have... That needs to be to there. Baggage claim we're going to leave right here, and that's another thing that's changed a lot that we will get into a little bit later, especially after I have some time to play around with it, because I was playing around with it this morning, and it took me a minute to figure it out. It really did. I mean, honestly, it was kind of a pain to try and get figured out. It really was. So I'm definitely going to have to spend time doing that in order to make sure that I know what I'm doing when I record an episode. So, but then again, you know, we can always learn it together too. I don't know. I'm going back and forth. I haven't really decided what I want to do yet, but we'll see. All right, so here what I'm going to do is this is going to be our little exit going into baggage claim, and then I'm going to expand security out to here, because the last thing that I want is people to come off the airplane and go out this way. I can't stand that. I hate it. So the first thing that I want to do is get my foundation built up to there, which, I mean, not too bad, $22,000. This right here, I think, is going to cause a lot of the hurt when it comes to the money aspect of things. So I think what I might do is I might get rid of it from there, and then probably go like right there, have my exit go that way, because that shouldn't be too expensive. Let's see, that'll be 10,000, 54, and 66,000. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. So, okay, yeah, we'll go ahead and build that up. Why not? Now, once we get that in there, we'll have to go in and clear this out. That's kind of not where I wanted that, but that's okay. Clear that out, and then I'm going to have to make sure that, because if I clear this out, well, I've got my security zone right there, so that'll be okay. But if you go in and if you clear this out and you have just even one square that's over here, it'll make the whole thing go unsecure. And that'll be bad. We don't want that to happen. You know, the other things that we're going to get into in this series, obviously, yeah, we're going to get into the multiple floors and how to navigate through that. But then we're also going to get into, you know, the ticketing and assigning ticketing to certain areas. And, you know, there's so much different research that's in here now. Like, this research tree is unbelievable. Like, it's really, really high. And the other thing that I wanted to do too was, and this is the reason why I did career mode instead of sandbox mode, is that career mode will not allow us to go into the negative. If we do go into the negative and we don't get it back up into a positive balance after 2 days, then we lose. The game is over. So we definitely want to make sure that that we're keeping that balance up there. Also, it'll help make the game last a little bit longer. You know, the last series, the second series that I did it in sandbox mode, and it was only 15 episodes, which was not long at all. You know, and I just felt like it was really, really short, and it felt like when I did it, I did it because, you know, I thought that, you know, I had to, and I I really wasn't that passionate about, you know, about that series. It's just, I was just kind of doing it to do it. And that's why I stopped playing the game for a little while, because there really wasn't that much more going on with it. You know, it wasn't, there really wasn't much. Everything was still the same. There was a lot of stuff that was just, nothing was different. Nothing was working right. Didn't like it. So, which is why I decided to wait. And that's why we're doing this now. Alright, so I think if we just get an extra ID check stand in here, another bag scanner, another one of these metal detectors, I think that'll be sufficient enough for now. Because we've got, let me see, where is, there we go. So we've got our flights in here. So we've got 50 passengers, 99. 99 is the most that we'll have come in here at once. And this will definitely be able to take care of 99. I'm definitely going to need to make sure that, so with your staff, you have to make sure that you have one security staff member assigned to each of these. So right now we've got 3, but I'm going to need 3 more. Let's see, so security, I have 3 right now. So I need to hire 3 more, so that just cost me 6,000 bucks. I have 3 workers. I'm going to go ahead and get a couple more of these guys. Actually, let's go up to 6 on that one. That way it'll help with our construction and everything. Now, the food workers, we don't need any of them until, you know, until we get the cafe. The foreman, construction foreman allows you to research construction-related upgrades and abilities such as intersecting runways and more. Ooh, okay. Well, that's good to know. He's probably going to need an office as well. So this is something that we're going to have to think about, you know, is when it comes to our CFO, COO, CTO, Finance VP, all of these guys are going to need offices. And that'll actually be something really nice that we can do for, like, you know, a second floor or maybe even a third floor. You know, we can go ahead and get that in there for them. All right, let's fast forward the game because this is taking a little too long to get taken care of. So I should have, I've got my extra security officers in here. Oh, the other thing I wanted to do with ticketing, totally forgot this. So let's go into objects, and I want, so ticketing kiosks are actually very, very beneficial. Because it allows people to just completely bypass this line if they don't need it. And what I've learned, I learned this either in the last series or in the first series. A buddy of mine told me to go ahead and put these on the outside of the building, and they don't have to be in the actual ticketing area. They can just be wherever you want them to be, and it actually works out really well. And it helps to have them outside of the ticketing area and even outside the building, because people can just walk up, go to it, and then go on their merry way. And they don't even have to bother with ticketing. They don't have any bags to check in or anything like that. And then they stay completely out of your way. All right, so as they're getting this finished up, I want to get these security exits placed in here. So then that way that'll allow people who are getting off the planes to come out this way and go into baggage claim. And then speaking of, if I go ahead and clear that out, and I should be able to clear that out once he's done with that. There we go. So that's what we're going to do for now. We're just going to do that little security exit. Eventually, what I want to do is something completely different. I want to have the exit basically go into the underground, and having people exit out over somewhere completely different. it's going to get really tricky when it comes to doing that, mostly because of the way baggage claim works now, with it having to be indoor only. So I think the sub-level 2 is going to be for baggage claim, or for the baggage network. That's definitely what the sub-level 2 is going to be. Sub-level 1 will be, you know, probably like I said, the exiting of people, you know, and giving them different exits. Ground level, obviously, where the small gates will be. And I also think that sub-level 1 will be the tunnels going from, you know, the main area out to wherever it is that that we have some gates. And then obviously second floor will be for the large and extra large gates. And then third floor is probably going to end up being for maybe like the first class lounge, or you know, food or stuff like that, you know, just so we don't have everything all on the same ground level. Let me go back into planning here real fast, and let's get rid of all of that. Okay. So now we've got our passengers in here. We are starting to make money already. Yay. That's awesome. The one thing that I really always like to take a look at is the, let's see, not the finance hub. I want my P&L. I want my profit and loss statement. Where is that at? Wait, can I not have that until... No. I need to have a CFO. Dang it. Dang it. Oh, man. Man. Awesome. That's just awesome. Great. Okay, so I guess we'll have to wait on the P&L report for right now. This is actually turning out to be really nice. Oops. Totally forgot. Down here, I need to have queue lines for the ID check stands. And again, I do queue lines for everything, but it all has to do with how the airport gets managed. If you don't have queue lines, I mean, it'll be fine, but honestly, try and do a large airport without queue lines and then see how chaotic it is. It's really bad. It's really, really bad. I've seen it. I've actually done it myself just to see what it was going to be like, and it's awful. It is completely awful. So, now, what I'm noticing here is, okay, since we don't have like a baggage area set up, you know, they come through here with golf carts and stuff like that, but the golf cart doesn't actually go out to the ramp anymore. And this is what happens when you don't have this assigned to a queue line. This is what happens. People are just bunched up here. There's a whole lot of crap not going on. So I need to actually assign it to the queue line. Ooh, I need to get some janitors in here too. That is awful. But you see how people are now nicely lined up in here, and they're getting onto the plane correctly. Let's see, baggage loaded. Waiting on... Okay, baggage is loaded. 25 passengers in line. Their scheduled depart time is 10:30. It is 9:30, so I think we'll be fine. And this is our largest flight for the day. I definitely need to get some janitors in here. Ew, that's kind of gross. All right, let's do that. Let's go to staff, and well, I have one, but let's go ahead and hire one more. And then I need a couple garbage bins around in here. So why don't I put a garbage bin like there? And then I'll put another one, just say, I don't know, just randomly right there. Hopefully that'll help people keep them from littering. I don't know why you're... Abort and reconsider. I don't know what you're doing, but bye-bye. Oh, well, looks like we're gonna have, what, 2 less people on this flight? Highlight passengers. Where's the other one? He's over here. Is she stuck? Or is he stuck? Yeah, abort and reconsider. So, not entirely sure what happened there. Looks like there's still a couple bugs being worked out. Oh, okay. So at least that person made it onto the flight. Yeah, 99% boarded. That's because that one guy got stuck down here. Not sure what happened, but whatever. The one thing that I want to make sure of this time, too, is I need to make sure that I'm paying attention to the flights and making sure that, you know, people are getting there, people are boarding the flights on time and everything. Because the one thing that I've learned about this game is you can't just let the flights and everything run by themselves. Because if you do that, sometimes you might end up getting a flight that gets stuck because of a passenger that's stuck. And like right now, oh, he can't leave because of the frickin' weather. Dang it. Dang it, that's not good. Wind conditions are worsening. Uh-oh. All runways are currently inactive due to weather. Consider upgrading your runways to increase maximum allowed crosswind tolerances if you have already... Okay. So we need to do that. We need to upgrade this runway. Oh. Interesting. Runway upgrades. Hang on. No. There we go. I don't know why that didn't come up at first. So the ILS instrument landing system allows larger airlines to conduct precision instrument approach. Maximum crosswind tolerance is increased from 12 to 20. This means fewer weather delays. Okay, so this is what we need. And I think we'll go ahead and put it... Wait, how much is that? 20,000? Okay. So we'll stick that right there. Alright, so this plane is taking off now. I don't know if that's going to delay the other one that we have coming in. No, it actually didn't, thankfully. So that one might have been delayed taking off, but we had enough time in between to where that one is still on time. Thankfully. Good. Good. And we've already increased our passenger satisfaction to 60% from 50. Nice. Very nice. Well, I will say the start of this so far has gone really, really well. Probably going to need to get in another gate in here pretty quickly, just because, you know, increasing our revenue, increasing our money a lot faster that way by getting a second small gate in here. You know, if we were to put a large one in here, we'd have to go with the second floor and everything else, and we don't really have the money to do that. Because I think in order for us to do that, we would have to create... we'd have to build a foundation on top, and then we'd have to have the gate over here. That would actually be a pretty interesting concept. Huh. Might actually look into that. If I were to build... Let me see. So here's a large gate. If I were to put this here, I would definitely have to build a foundation up here. And that's going to cost me... Yeah, too much money. Because then I'd have to get... Yeah, that's too much money right now. But that's going to be interesting to see, though. I like that idea. But I think we might stick with a small gate. Let's go back down to ground level here. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, very good start to what we're doing. There's so many possibilities of what we can do next. So many possibilities. But you guys will have to wait until next time. So if you haven't subscribed yet and you want to see more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell to let you know when I post episodes. I am going to be doing these very regularly. The City Skyline series is winding down. This one is going to pick up, and there's actually going to be another series that I'm going to be working on as well called Banished. And if you are interested in that, go ahead and check that out once it goes on the channel. Other than that, questions, comments, or concerns, put them down in the comments section below. Obviously, not a whole lot going on right now here in the airport, but there is definitely more to come. Definitely don't see baggage claim happening anytime soon, to be honest with you, because that's going to take a lot of logistic work and also a lot of money. So we have to first figure out exactly how we're going to get some more money in here and then go from there. All right, I'm going to shut up now and leave you guys to it. Thank you for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time.